Julle gryp 'n stoel, gryp 'n agter, gryp ja enige plek. Grab a chair, grab it, the seats at the back there. Ja, daar stoele daar agter ook. Ja, die stoute kinders agter. Ek kan hulle met vet kruit gooi. Arnold, kan daar agter ook sit? Ja, daar agter. Ja, stoute kinders agter nie. Ek dink as die ouens, daar's nog ouens daar by, daar's Gary, Wayne's nog hierso. Bring aan julle, bring. Daar is stoele daar agter of julle kan hier voor sit. Julle kan daar agter in die stoute klas sit of julle kan hier voor sit, net as julle wil. Hy is seker daar agter. Hiervoor is ook sitplekke of daar agter. Sit sommer hiervoor. Ja, daar is hy. Kobie, dit gaan 'n mooi foto maak.
Ja, nee.
Yes. Met een daar van die deur se kant af opneem, so. Awesome. Kyk, ek dink as iemand nou nog kom, wys hom maar net in.
Ja.
Ek gaan die trek maar net toe daar. So. Okay, nee, daar is hy, het hom nou geskuif. Het hulle voor die kamera gesit?
Ja. Die kamera weg.
Is hy okay? Okay, guys, we're 5 minutes behind. I think there's still 1 or 2 guys en route, but I think let's get the show on the road. First of all, guys, if you can just put your phones on silent. It's a bit distracting when the missus wants bread and milk, and I'm in full flight and somebody's phone. It's like Rory McIlroy over a putt. It takes your concentration away. But firstly, guys, thank you. I know you guys are. There's a lot of your guys. There's familiar faces that I recall from the past, and welcome to you guys, for the people, all the new faces. My name is Gavin Adams. I'm the Managing Director of ISCAR South Africa, and I'd like to firstly welcome you, and then what we do with this series of seminars that we're running is we stream this live to our branches, Cape Town, Port Elizabeth, Durban, so it's national every time we do this. So welcome to our coastal guys as well, who's attending this live on the stream. And I would just like to thank you guys that we know you're involved in production. We know it takes a lot out of you to find the time just to attend, and I'm sure, and I'm confident that when you leave here today, you will have seen something. You will have heard something which might be of importance to you, because we do seminars slightly different to the norm. Just a little bit of the agenda. What we're going to do today is I do the introduction, and what I do as well is I'd like to look at the cost aspect of manufacturing. Because in manufacturing, what we do today is we're inclined to look past certain things. It's always, we have to look at the price of the coolant, we have to look at the price of this, we have to look. Guys, at the end of the day, hopefully, with what I show you today, with the hidden costs, that you miss out on, that you can see where the actual spend is going, and that you walk away here and you have a slight bit more background into the cost aspect. So I will be looking at the cost elements which are behind the scene and which is actually costing you money at the end of the day. I will be doing that, and then just a slight introduction to our new marketing campaign, which we call the Logic Quick campaign. And I'll just introduce the products, but each of the product managers will be just covering their topic. Andrew will be doing milling tools, Nico will be doing hole making, and Michael will be doing the turn groove. Guys, it's impossible to cover all the new items, so we have selected items which we think can be of importance to you, and that we just like to highlight. So you can just see the new technology and what it can mean for you at the end of the day to save you costs. ISCAR has moved away from being a cutting tool sales company many, many years ago. We're not a cutting sales tool. We are a company that supplies solutions. Today we are the go-to company. If anybody's starting with a new project or needs to look at something, we will look at your workpiece and give you a solution to that to ensure that you can reduce your production costs. But guys, more of that during the presentation, because I'll be talking a lot today about cost saving and productivity and profitability. Those are the things you'll pick up throughout the presentation as we move along. So before we begin with any products, let's just have a look at what is new in ISCAR and the direction that we have moved into. Nou werk hy nie werk. Waar werk ek? Maar hy werk nie hierdie kant nie. Here we go.
Discovering what's new at ISCAR. Discovering is embedded in ISCAR's DNA. Discovering the new things happening in ISCAR. Discovering a new, refreshed, and revitalized company to face the new era of manufacturing. Discovering a mindset with people who are more attentive, more responsive, and more inspirational. Discovering product innovation and design that reach new extremes. Discovering connections through a trend-setting logistics center. Discovering a wider world like no other service anyplace. Join ISCAR in the constant journey of discovering what's new.
Okay guys, just a little bit of background to show you what the ISCAR facility is like. That is our main facility based in Israel. A number of the faces I've seen here have been with me to the facility. It's quite a bit of a change from the time that you were there, but that's what ISCAR is, and the renewing and the upgrading and everything, it's annual. Whenever I get there, my eyes stretch. I can't believe the technological growth within the company. First thing is, what do we mean when we talk about ISCAR breaks through? ISCAR breaks through, as it says at the bottom there, ISCAR objective for us is to be first in the market, as I said in the beginning, with innovative solutions. We try and give you as many as possible new products, new innovations that you can decide what you need to make your machining more efficient, and the machining methodology which we look at as well to ensure that you have the most cost-effective way. Within the ISCAR organization, 40% of our total turnover is through and via new products. It can be new products, it can be either via the new products and new projects that we get involved in. These are the two main aspects that drive our continuous R&D to ensure that we develop new products. Just something, let's just digress. In ISCAR, the one facility that you saw there is our R&D division. In our R&D division, we have 250 engineers developing and designing new products, new systems. And development, the R&D engineers can be from lowest qualification is a mechanical engineer up to professor. Now, there we have 250 R&D engineers. Then we have 350 IT engineers designing, and we'll see some of it during the course of this presentation, designing new digital platforms, ensuring that we can produce the products that we produce effectively and efficiently. Something else that I mentioned as well is profitability. The profitability and the new solutions is something we're going to look at. Now, ISCAR's innovative two lines. We launched to market last year, I think it was in the region of 3,500 new products. Now, it's not only products, a little bit of a tweak to it, new systems that revolutionize engineering. These products are across all our product portfolios, milling, drilling, parting, turning. It's not purely focused on one product group itself. Everything is developed continuously in all the products. And the way that we develop a product is we have a team A that looks at developing the product, and then what we do is we have a team B. As soon as team A is finished with that, team B will be appointed and say, develop something that improves it. Sorry Barry, ek het vergeet om vir jou te sê, Franco soek ook 'n link hoor. Weet jy? Sorry, sometimes when you get old you forget, unfortunately. So as it says there, ISCAR's breakthrough innovative tools for higher profitability. And guys, this is what we're going to look at today. Profitability, because this is the main essence of cost saving that you can do in your facility. Now, with our machining intelligently concept, it's been in our market, you've seen it in our ads, the machining intelligently concept, we transitioned into what we call fast metal removal. Fast metal removal to develop the innovative productivity improvement products that we can supply you in the marketplace. Looking at the machining intelligently concept, when we look at machining intelligently, as I said, we have this across all products. Today, ISCAR is a full line supplier of any product from tailstock to spindle, and we have that in our turning product, as I said, with our development phase. We can have it in our hole making, in our milling, or within our grooving and parting line as well. All these total new developments, and we encompass the development thereof to ensure that we can supply. We walk into the tool shop and we can supply you anything from tailstock to spindle, anything that turns or produces, because this is where, guys, and you'll see, this is where the main impact in your cost saving comes from, is at your spindle. That is where the big cost saving comes from. Okay, let's see what ISCAR has done in the new industrial area, because guys, if machining and manufacturing is not as it was 10 years ago. Today we're manufacturing in a new industrial arena or era, and let's see what ISCAR has done and the manufacturing in our smart factory.
ISCAR's ongoing goal is to create sustainable metalworking solutions and services using advanced technologies to boost productivity for its customers. The new industrial era focuses on collaborative connections between humans and machines. ISCAR has advanced the concept of cyber-physical systems into cyber-physical production systems, where self-learning systems are provided by ISCAR for both its employees and customers. These advancements are made possible by cutting-edge robotic systems, progressive software solutions, and artificial intelligence. Over the years, robotic systems have been used on ISCAR's production floors, enabling the company's engineers to make complex decisions and monitor tasks effectively. The integration of the Internet of Things, IoT, artificial intelligence, AI, big data, and automation to create smart factories has optimized ISCAR's production processes, improved efficiency, and reduced costs. It has also advanced ISCAR's new business models and established the company's e-commerce and digital sharing economy for customers worldwide. By integrating digital technologies into manufacturing, ISCAR has optimized its operations, streamlined its supply chains, logistic hubs, and created more value for customers. This highly innovative approach enables ISCAR to respond quickly to changing market conditions and develop innovative new products more rapidly. ISCAR's new metalworking concepts prioritize societal goals beyond jobs and growth, ensuring that production respects the boundaries of our planet and places the well-being of its workers at the center of the production processes. ISCAR workers develop new roles as a shift of value, from considering them as cost to investment. The safe and inclusive work environment prioritizes physical and mental health, while preserving autonomy, human dignity, and the privacy of everyone. The company's R&D engineers drive the transition to sustainable, human-centric solutions and consequently advance the way value is created, exchanged, and distributed by supporting future societal values, improving energy consumption and sustainability by use of smart and fast metalworking tools. ISCAR's green strategy transitions to a circular economy and increases reliance on sustainable resources, including energy. ISCAR's circular processes reuse, repurpose, and recycle natural resources, reduce waste and environmental impact, and ultimately lead to a circular economy with better resource efficiency and effectiveness. The core interconnected values of ISCAR are now focused on human centricity, sustainability, and resilience, making it better equipped to handle disruptions and ensure support for its customers worldwide. Machining intelligently with ISCAR tools now reaches higher levels driven by value.
Okay, moving on from there, let's have a look at what else we have available in our machining intelligently concepts. More and more today, customers are placing pressure on us to ensure that we have the availability of product to supply 24/7 on your workshop floor. I always say, you can have the best tool in the world, but if it's not on your machine when you need it, it's the crappiest tool. So to ensure that you have it available, and this is the first element that I would like to have a look at, is how do we do something, how do we have it 24/7 available? Today we have what we call our matrix automatic tool dispensers, which can be in your workspace, not in the store, in the workspace, supplying the tool 24/7 when and where you need it. The product is available. So what we have found is, okay, first to the next slide, but what we can do with the matrix or the vending system is we can ensure that your production runs 24/7. Guys, you know what the cost of machines are and you know what your hourly rate is. It's not cheap. When the machine stands, due to non-availability of the tool, you running around looking for a tool, somebody took it from the store, now it's in a swarf bin because he damaged it, and the machine stands for 2-3 hours. Now you have to contact the supplier, and you have, guys, that's 2,500, 3,000 Rand an hour. It's nothing to do with the cutting tool cost. That's the rate that your machine is standing, and it's not fully utilized, and you can have it 24/7 making money for you at the end of the day. What we have found, even in our advanced shop, just as a matter of interest, Kobie is our, if you would like to discuss anything with matrix or vending, Kobie is our product manager on that side. What we have found, even in our space that we have, these are the aspects. Advanced shops don't know where their tooling is. And if we look, where the money or where the spend or where the loss is, what we find is that 15% of the time is spent searching for tools, as I mentioned. Now, something else that a person doesn't look at is 65% of the stock that you have purchased that's lying in your workspace is never used, or it normally can become obsolete as well. And then 20% of the time, jobs fall behind schedule due to the missing tools as well. So consistently people are looking for tools not on the machine. You don't know where they are. You have one, but you don't know where the hell it is. So this is the excellent functionality of tool vending, so you can have the tools in the machine on site when you need it. Let's have a look at another aspect that we're looking at. When we develop new tools is not only about the development of the tool per se. What we have to do as well is we have to continuously develop new grades, new coatings to ensure that the tooling we design, that the cutting tools are developed either with a new grade, or what we have here is we have a new post-coating treatment which ensures that the product can perform better or give you a longer lifespan on it. As we can see there with the Sumotech, what we can do with the new grades, we can increase the life expectancy of the tool as compared to the older type grade. When we develop the newer grades, naturally what we can do is now we're increasing the life of the tool life is extended. What is the, and there is a benefit of extending tool life, and we'll address that now. But there's a much bigger benefit if we have tool life. Why don't we, as we see there, we apply fast metal removal techniques, and we can up the feed on the machine to ensure that we convert that extended life. We're still running at 100%, but what we are doing now is by applying fast metal removal, we convert that tool life into higher speed and feed, and we have more productive products at the end of the day. Still have the same output, but now in a much shorter space of time. And we'll look at what that shorter space in time means to you as a manufacturer at the end of the day. Another aspect, demand, that we find more and more from the workplace is customers more and more demand quick change systems where you can change the tool on the machine. Because what we get is, we say, our philosophy is there is no time for downtime. This is what we say, because as we said, we want the machine running 24/7, and that is what we're after. We want it running 24/7. So what we have from industry is we have the demand now. We look at the operating cycle within it, and guys, you can relate to this. This is not our figures, this is the stats that industry gives us. 50% of our operating cycle is done machining time. 25% is tool change, 10% workpiece change, 5% is breakdown, 10% is others. When we start utilizing, as we see there, we utilize the quick change system or the no setup time tooling. What we can do now is we can take a portion of the setup time and we can free that up. Because we have the no downtime machine, we don't have to remove the tool physically, go and set it, reset it again. We do it on the machine, you continue operation, and there we can see we can now take 50 of the 50%, we can add another 15% to machining time, which once again is a massive cost saver for you. Okay, I think if there's something you can take away from here today, I think this is one of the most important things that I normally cover. What we say, ISCAR offers its customers cutting tools for cost reduction and profitability. So what do we mean with this? We say with ISCAR, we would like to become your partner at the end of the day. If we can assist you to reduce your manufacturing costs, you become more competitive in your workspace, you get more orders, and I sell more tools. So it's a symbiotic relationship. You grow, I grow. I don't want to come to you and sell a cutting tool, because anybody can sell you a cutting tool. But I'm going to show you what you need to do to ensure that even before I begin with this, guys, we're not blind to what is happening in South Africa at the moment. We all read in the press our dear favorite Mr. Donald Trump and the tariffs he's imposing on the whole world. And in September we're going to hear if we're going to be turfed out of the AGOA agreement or not. And we hear our government is already beginning with, we have to find, Sunday it was in the newspaper, it's on any media site, we have to find new trading partners. Who are the trading partners they've been associated, which America is very cross with us about? China, Russia, Iran, and so forth. Now guys, a lot of you have competed in your workspace with, you have lost jobs to imports from China. Now when they're going to start looking at new trading partners, the first trading partner is, they will go to China. China is not going to supply us, they will supply their products into our workspace at a much cheaper cost. So what I'm showing you today is, guys, you have to start opening your mind. Think outside the box. Because if you do not start looking at machining cost effective and machining more productively at the end to compete with cheap imports, you have to ensure that your product is made so that you can compete against what is coming into this market. And guys, it's coming into the market. That you can be sure of. You're going to be competing against people. I always say, every group that we have here, I say, guys, why do we only look at local manufacturing? You do something that's unique and better. Why don't you become an exporter? Look at something, investigate export market. Don't be dependent on this market. One or two of you might have a fantastic concept or idea. Guys, look at exporting. You know, 93%, or no, it's more, 94% of ISCAR product produced is for export. The rest is for local consumption in the market. Everything else is exported. So look at what you're good at. Guys, we're all good at something. South Africans are very innovative and we can think out of the box. Look what you're good at. See how you can grow your base and start exporting. So guys, just my interpretation of what's going to face us, and I think it's very close, because every day I'm reading, we have to find new trading partners, and I get scared. I get very, very afraid. So at the end of the day, what we say, we want to assist you in cost reduction and profitability. What we say is, when we look our definition of cost reduction, it's not only about saving on tool costs. It's not only about a discount on a tool or that. We say it's really about saving costs on production and improving your profitability. That's where we want to become a partner, because you'll see how dramatic effect you have on your production and your manufacturing with looking at productivity. And guys, you need to challenge your, I don't care who your supplier is. It can be your supplier on coolant, it can be your supplier on rope, soap and dope, but you need to challenge your supplier every single day. When you see somebody, well, what are you going to help me with today to improve my costs? Not just a case of, yes, did you see Rory did you see that try on the game last night, the Varsity Cup final? You see that try? You see, guys, you're wasting your time and my rep is wasting your time as well. You need to check, and all the distributors, they have all these guys at their disposal. I have a lot of guys that will come with Gary and with Arnold, come to your facility and have a look at how we can assist. We get called upon numerous times. Come and help, come and have a look at our setup. Let's see how we can save costs. And we will assist you with that. So we will look at your probe, we will reverse engineer it. If you're using a WNMG, our question is, why are you using a WNMG? Is it necessary to use a WNMG? Isn't there something else we can do to make your product, you can produce it quicker? So guys, the philosophy is, let us have a look. Okay, now there are various aspects that we can look at in saving costs, and I'm going to use, let's have a look at the actual machining cost analysis. What are the costs that make up manufacturing at the end of the day? First of all, we have tooling, and you won't believe me, but tooling is the smallest part of your cost model. Tooling only consists 3% of the cost model. Then we have material. Material we can't do anything about. Material is something you negotiate with your supplier of steel. Then we have machinery, labor, and factory administration. Those are the important elements. Now we say all those cost elements, your investment, divide by your component, gives you your cost per part. And this is what we need to look at. How do we affect the cost per part at the end of the day? And let's take a hypothetical situation. The way that we can do it is there's three ways or three models we can use. We can either reduce cost, your production cost, by price. We can do it by tool life, or we can do it by productivity. These are the only three elements. Or we can look at new types of machines to manufacture, tasking machines. That's another. But with us, with the cutting tool, the impact that we can make at the end of the day at the spindle interface, these are the three most important characteristics that we can focus on. Price, tool life, and productivity. Let's see how this affects us at the end of the day. If we look at price, so what we say is price, we can decrease price. That's the first thing. Tool life, we can improve or we can increase the tool life at the end of the day. And then the third aspect is productivity and how that affects it. By applying fast metal removal, we can affect and we can produce the component faster and more cost effective for you. So let's have a look at the three, and we'll take each one on its own. Let's say we have a look at cost reduction first. Now we have this component, we have that component which takes us 18 seconds to produce with the current tooling. So what we say is, let's have a look at, and we give you a 30% additional discount. Now remember the various elements associated with your cost model. When you look at tooling costs, all we're focusing on the 3% which constitute the tooling costs. So if we give you 30% more additional discount, we're taking the 3% and we're reducing it to 2%, so we're giving you a total cost saving of 1% on your production cost. Whoopie-doo. And that's the first thing we always look at. I want a cheaper insert. Guys, cost of inserts has gone out of the market a long time ago. We're not the most expensive in the market, but all I'm saying is, looking at cost, you're looking at the wrong element. So let's have a look. So as you can see there, we are now focusing just on the tool element, which was 3%. We are now focused on that. 22% is a fixed cost, which I can, but what the other 75% we'll look at just now. So that's the first thing we can look at. We can look at cost reduction, and then the second we can look at is we can have a look at tool life improvements. So what we say is, hypothetically, we double the tool life. You double the tool life once again, you're only focusing on the 3%. So we now reduced the 3% to 1.5%. Increasing the tool life is much better for you, advantageous than what it is by getting a better discount. Because now I give you a saving of 1.5%, where if I give you more discount, you only get 1%. So by increasing the tool life already is more beneficial. So I double the tool life, and once again, we're only looking at that element, which is tools, the tool cost at the end of the day. Now the third element that we said is we have a look at productivity improvement. So What we have is we have our present generation of tools that we use to produce. And what we're going to do now is we're going to apply a new generation, the Logic Quick tools. Now what we do is we're not even looking at the 3%. Now we're going to start, when we start machining the component, look what happens now to the 75% that we have, the largest component of your production cost. We're machining with new tools, we're machining much quicker, and now we produce the 18 seconds, we now reduce to 15 seconds. And what we can do now is there, you can see the saving that we have now in totality. The total savings for you at the end of the day is 15%, no more 1 or 1.5%. Now I'm giving you a 15% cost saving on your production cost. And not only that, that component is being produced faster, so there's more components going out the door, more profit in your back pocket. And you're machining, you're producing it much more economical. Guys, and this is what we have to look at. We have to assist you to make components quicker. We assisted a customer a while ago. He was in a tool room and he was looking at buying 2 new machines. We went in, we had a look at his process, and we have very innovative guys within our product managers that know quite a bit about programming. We looked at the way the guy was programming. We redesigned the methodology. We improved his output at the end of the day, and he didn't need to buy 2 new machines. So it's just the way, guys, I'm not saying the people that you have in your facility are bad programmers. Programmers are a different breed of people. Each programmer has his unique way of doing things. So this guy writes the program, and the tool goes from out there to here, that time of travel. Then it has to go back to home again and back. So we have assisted quite a number of customers, not even looking at a new tool, reducing cycle time by up to 30%, just looking at things differently. Looking at the program, applying the methodology that we use, and already we can just reduce the cycle time even without changing the tool. So guys, let's think differently. Look at things differently. We're in a different time of our lives. I'm an old man, and I can see that. As most of you are young, you need to see that. Look at it differently. Don't look at the things the way that you know. If you're going to continue doing what you have been doing, you're going to suck the hind tit, that's for sure. So what we say now is, by applying the new tooling, there we go. We now have taken the old type of the present generation, utilizing the new Logic Quick or any of our newer type products. We've reduced the time and we've given you a 15% improvements. Just to sum up this section, because guys, this is important to me. To sum up the section, there you see the various cost elements. So what we did is we had to look at the three models that we're going to apply. If we give you additional price increase, remember we're only focusing on the cutting tool element, which is 3% of the cost model. If we improve you, we double the tool life. We can take it and reduce your cost by 1.5%. But when we look at the productivity side of it, what we can do now, we focus on the 75%, which is the largest portion of your production costs, on the machine, manpower, and the overheads, and we can give you a 15% cost saving. If I came to you and I said, what would you, I'm telling you, if anybody says to me 1%, I don't have my 9 mil with me, son. Guys, look at it. Think differently. Please, I implore, look at the way you are doing things differently. It's going to assist you at the end of the day in a major way. Okay, just by applying the fast metal removal philosophy or concepts, we can reach this. It's very easy to do it. Okay, ISCAR breaks through, as we said earlier on. By applying the machining intelligently, ISCAR led ISCAR into Industry 4.0. Everybody's heard of Industry 4.0. We all know what it is. So by applying this, ISCAR, by applying machining methodology concept, because Machining intelligently is the concept we utilize to all our product profiles, growing the product, growing the processes. And what have we done to ensure that this has led to us within our manufacturing facility into Industry 4.0, and to ensure that we can manufacture cost effectively at the end of the day to assist our customers. Okay.
Industry 4. It is likely that the world of production will become more and more networked until everything is interlinked with everything else. The driving force behind the Internet of Things also means that the complexity of production and supplier networks will grow enormously. The interlinked networks within ISCAR's production and marketing systems assure superb service and products to its customers, increasing overall cost effectiveness. Networks and processes have so far been limited to one factory. But in an Industry 4 scenario, these boundaries of individual factories will most likely no longer exist. Instead, they will be lifted to interconnect multiple factories or even geographical regions. To assure maximum engineering compliance, ISCAR has already connected its production facilities around the globe to achieve standardization. The stringent methods applied guarantee that customers receive equally high-grade tools and inserts at any location on the globe. There are significant differences between a typical traditional factory and an Industry 4 factory. In the current industry environment, providing high-end quality services or products with the least cost is the key to success. And in
Barry just dropped the iPad. Let's go back. Sorry, guys. Sorry, we'll start from the beginning.
Industry 4.
Just in case you weren't paying attention, look again.
It is likely that the world of production will become more and more networked until everything is interlinked with everything else. The driving force behind the Internet of Things also means that the complexity of production and supplier networks will grow enormously. The interlinked networks within ISCAR's production and marketing systems assure superb service and products to its customers, increasing overall cost effectiveness. Networks and processes have so far been limited to one factory. But in an Industry 4 scenario, these boundaries of individual factories will most likely no longer exist. Instead, they will be lifted to interconnect multiple factories or even geographical regions. To assure maximum engineering compliance, ISCAR has already connected its production facilities around the globe to achieve standardization. The stringent methods applied guarantee that customers receive equally high-grade tools and inserts at any location on the globe. There are significant differences between a typical traditional factory and an Industry 4 factory. In the current industry environment, providing high-end quality services or products with the least cost is the key to success, and industrial factories try to achieve as much performance as possible to increase their profit as well as their reputation. ISCAR applies smart factory environments in all of its production centers around the globe. The advanced automated systems assure redundancy in production, which in turn provides the winning edge and cost-effective solutions for its customers.
Guys, and this is not a figment of our imagination. There are many of our larger industries already in South Africa functioning on the Industry 4.0 models and philosophies. We're now already starting to look at Industry 5.0, which is the next step up. Just as a matter of interest, you saw there that they said we're interconnected, and the guy was sitting with all the screens in front of him. We stand in front of that screen, and then the guy will click on, he says, okay, which factory you want to go to? So, okay, let's go to the States. He clicks on the States. There comes up the site with the whole factory. He says, okay, which department you want to go into? Okay, let's go into the sintering department where the insert gets sintered. Clicks on that, goes, and he clicks on the furnace in America. and he can check the gas flows, he can check the temperature in the different zones in the fit, and he can make a change from there. That's the communication that we have within our organization. Down to fact, he can make changes on a machine, he can do anything from that hub within there. Okay, just as a matter of interest. Okay guys, then moving forward with machining intelligently. Machining intelligently has now turned gold because our new Logic Quick range, we have now gone to a gold color because gold is precious and gold is good, so we say. I'm just going to show you a few of the Logic Quick products which the product manager will discuss with you. But let's just have a look at some of the Logic Quick products that we launched to market recently. Hey guys, I'd like to just thank you from my side. Thank you for paying attention. First of all, I didn't hear anybody snoring, which is good. Thank you. I'm going to hand over to Michael now, and Michael will just cover his products. Get him a Let's just get him out.
Okay. Yeah. Hello guys, for those that don't know me, my name is Michael Barnard. I'm the turning product manager. So I take care of the grip products, will be your parting, facing, face grooving, as you can see, cut grip, pico cut, miniature. Turning products, anti-vibration tools, all your turning products, which is your ISO turn, PCD, CBN ceramics, which is a very good product of ours, and then the lay down threading. So for now, what we're going to do is we're just going to talk about these new products, which Gavin just showed you guys, and these products will be then demonstrated into the tech center. You have the Logic Quick Eye Groove and then the Pentacut. Guys, I'm going to start off with the Logic 4 turn. This is a new product that's been released about 2 years ago. And now we're expanding in the range where we're actually producing this insert in a 6mm. I'm just going to touch on the features of the product. Guys, this is a cost-effective 4 cutting edge insert compared to your standard CCMT. As you will see there, your standard positive insert only got 2 cutting edges. ISCAR has developed the insert now with 4 corners. Also, the unique dovetail clamping of the insert makes the insert more securely in the pocket, and then by that increasing tool life, better chip control. You will see the unique chip for superior surface finishes. Then also what's nice about this product is it's also available in all ISCAR's ISO P, ISO M and super alloys grades. The insert also, the insert fits into your internal holders, which is we've got available from an 8mm up to a 12mm. External tool holders from 10 to 16. Here's a quick video just for you guys to see how it cuts. Very good chip control, very strong clamping. Another positive aspect about this insert in Swiss type machines is you can actually see the good chip control and obviously the surface finish. On this video, I want you just to listen to how this insert is cutting. You will see a very quiet cutting. Very good chip control and superior surface finish. Just remember that it's 4 cutting edges compared to a standard 2 cutting edge CCMT insert. And this is an actual success story, a test we did at a customer where we were cutting EN8. It's a mining component, so I can't really share the aspects of the actual component because it's a secret to the customer, so it's undisclosed. It's an external coolant supply, which is actually a 5 bar, and the primary objective here was just to achieve tool life, to see if we can decrease his tooling cost. On this sheet, we'll just give you obviously your tooling and machining cost parameters, your machining time and cost per batch, and you will see your machining cost per part. So what we've done is obviously the competitor were achieving about 70 components per cutting edge, where with the new system, with the new CXMU, we were able to achieve 180 components per cutting edge. The consumption for this customer per month was around 286 inserts per month. We reduced it to 56 inserts. Guys, 40.2% cost saving in the actual production cost. So what you'll see over here is because the cycle time is only like 3.9 seconds, it's not much you can do in in chasing productivity. So it's a very quick application. On here you'll see your actual machining cost, we just reduced by like half a cent, and where we went from 46 cents down to 90 cents, our cost per unit. This customer produced 40,000 components a month, so that was a good saving for him. Okay, so it's a very good product. Also on promotion, this specific product, if you look at the purchasing 20 CXMU or CXGU inserts, any assorted inserts, receive corresponding external holder at 70% additional discount. So it's your discount plus additional 70% on the external holders. And for internal, 20 insert, same terms, receive 50% additional discount on the boring bars. Okay, so it's just to help us to get the product in the market and to give you guys the advantage of the product. Remember, it's available from 8mm boring bar, 4 cutting edges. So there's nothing like that in the market at the moment. So 8, 10 and 12. External also, it is, I think it's 12, 6, it was 10, 12 and 16mm shank sizes for the cam autos. The next product also is a very nice, unique product for ISCAR at the moment. It's called the D6 NMG. The reason for that, guys, I'll show you here. The feature about this insert, it is 6 cutting edges positive on a negative insert. So they've taken the form of a DCMT, incorporated into a TNMG insert, so now you have effective 6 cutting edges at 55-degree corner angle. So the feature of this insert, obviously, 6 positive cutting edges at a 55-degree corner angle. It's a cost-effective compared to a DCMT, TCMT, and even in some cases a DNMG, where it needs to be used. So also this product will fit onto your standard ISO turn holder, so no need to change the holder. So it will fit onto your standard TNMG holders. What's nice also about the product is with the new positive cutting edge, it's actually creating a better chip control and then very, very superior surface finish. So it's mostly for semi-finishing and finishing applications. And it's available in all ISCAR's turning grades, from steel, stainless steel, super alloys, even cast iron. On this video, you will actually see how the insert cuts. You see all the different forms where you normally will find problematic shavings. On the video, you will see the good chip control. Guys, look there, we're going to cut into an arc and we're still achieving chip control. This is normally a very problematic area. Remember, it is 6 positive cutting edges. Look at that surface finish. This is a case study also at a customer where they had problems with swarf. So we were approached to see if we can better their swarf control. Customer using a standard DNMG insert. Like I said, in some cases we can use the D6 NMG insert to see if we can assist the customer. At the end of the day, what we've done is we were able to eliminate the swarf control issue which your customer had. And also remember, with all this swarf packing up into your chip conveyors, we normally get also problems where you actually damage your conveyor system. And that's costly exercise either to fix it or to replace it. So we were able to help the customer in that manner. This item is also on promotion. 20 inserts of the D6 and D60 in any assortment, additional 25% discount. So it means if you want to use a medium chip rate or finishing 10 medium chip rate or 15 chip rate, so 25%. Guys, this is a very exciting product. The new quick learning. It's a new product for us. Item is the holder is designed with fluid coolant to the cutting edge. We help cool down at the cutting zone, and that will also help with tip control. Guys, the feature of this product is a safety lock design that actually enables you to do diverse turning directions. So it's forward turning, backward turning, profiling and facing at high frequency, up to 1 millimeter. You will be seeing it in the tech sector where you actually run. So it's a reinforced cutting edge for tough applications, tough conditions. The unique jump bracket design for roughing and for multi-directional turning. And it's also available in ISCAR's renowned ISO T and ISO N turning grade. So it's for steel and stainless steel. Just wanted to show you guys how the actual seat is actually located on 3-4 contact points, and then the ends and also seats onto the ship. It makes it a lot more stable, strong, and top quality. On this video, it's a facing cycle upwards turning. You will see it's absolutely fantastic, fast metal removal. I just realized it's amazing. This product's been introduced at 2 customers already. We're having absolutely phenomenal results. The one customer, they were machining around about 26 minutes cycle time. It was a 8 minutes, 26, it's a massive. The other was also a problem with swerve control. We were able to reduce this product by also reducing the cycle time. 2 minutes, 30 seconds, 1 minute. It's also massive. The next video, just wanted to show you this comparison about your standard turning, so D and G, sharp, and then obviously with the new B6 and the Q6. We call it the Q6. Software obviously provides to actually get these PC outputs. Actually, this product also is our quick IQ. It's a new product, the 4 cutting edges for shallow grooving, and it features in ranges of widths of 1 millimeter up to 3 millimeter. 4 cutting edges, which can be used in a left and a right hand tool. Okay, so you will see the 16 millimeter boring bar, the hole, and then your 20 boring bar in the internal coolant supply. These tools are these days printed. There's no more manufacturing, so there's always a faster ways to done. And with the through coolant, with the printing process, we're able to actually direct the coolant flow to the cutting edge and broken the hole. So training can be mounted left and right on holders. Okay. So So this is only available in IC803. Now IC803 is the super step coating without the sumo layer. This is a quick video to show you the strength of the tool, and obviously the machining capabilities. And also, but you can also do side cuts, side cutting. So you'll see in my product portfolio is a blue side turn product, and the product is planned side service. So the designation of the insert is GQIN, and the holder is GQHIN. Like that. There's also on promotion, a very nice promotion on this product is when you purchase 10 inserts, the GQI inserts, assorted. Obviously then you need to buy 10 of one size. You will receive additional 50% discount on the holder. 20, you get the holder free of charge. So we supply you the holder for free. Next product is our Penta Quick. Guys, this is also how can I say, continuous expansion on our Penta range. As most of you are familiar with the Penta 24, 34, 17. The Quick Penta, the main idea here is insert indexing a lot faster, and obviously the clamping mechanism of the insert. So at the moment it's available in a 0.5 up to a 3 millimeter width. Okay, then obviously a maximum parting diameter of 12 millimeters, so your T-max is 6. Okay, then a through coolant supplied to the cutting edge. The same insert can be mounted on right and left hand holders. Even this insert can still fit onto the old holders. So you can use this insert on the old holders, so when you need to change over to the new system, that obviously provides you the better clamping, then you can obviously change over to the new holder. Okay, and this insert is also available in IC8G. Quick insert indexing. You will see it's absolutely 3 turns of the screw, flip the insert around to the next cutting edge, and then you carry on. The safety or clamping design for superior insert stability. So that's important when you do grooving, to make sure that there's no movement. So here's your video where you'll see it's got a little spring in the actual screw. So when you loosen it, it clips into place. Here you'll see your contact planes. The insert's got 3 contact plates on the holder as well, so it seats the insert securely into the pocket. As you can see, repeatability, which is 40 microns, width 20 microns. So this also allows you just to increase your feed rate a little bit, because it's a lot better clamping system than our previous design. Guys, this product's also on promotion. If you purchase 10 of these Penta inserts, you will be entitled to receive a 50% additional discount on a new body, which is a PCHR or HL, but will have the QC at the back. All right. So that includes my turning, the products we can demo. Okay. Thank you.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Nico Divenoche. I'm the hole making product manager. My key responsibilities is the SumoCam range, the DR range, which is your U-drills, solid carbide drills, deep hole drilling, the mini drills, reaming, taps, and gun drills. Today I will be discussing the new Sumo L drill with the screw locking mechanism, our SumoCam multi-master range, the Logic 3 cam, 3 flute, our 3 flute multi-master head. Firstly, I'm going to take you through the DLN, the screw locking drill. This is a renowned, I think this is an awesome product, especially for your difficult operations. But I'm going to take you through that. So it comes in currently comes in a 12 to 25 diameter, 3 and 5 times D. SumoCam, the normal SumoCam is from a 4 to a 40 millimeter, whereby this range will be expanded as it grows. The unique insert, it's got the wiper geometry at the back of the cutting edge, and obviously your groove that the screw locks into. This is just to show you some of the conditions where in your normal types of cam drills wouldn't like breaking through areas that's not straight. This will help you in those. And obviously keeping up with the no setup time, the inserts get mounted. It's a quick change. Insert, in and out, locks in. And especially for your lathes, this drill is going to perform very well. Where the center might be out a little bit, I know some old machines may be bumped or whatever the case may be, this will work ideally on those lathes. Oh, sorry. Just to take you through some of the cross holes, curved surfaces, incline exits, convex surfaces, chambers, a hole into another hole, and you're interrupted. Just to show you how strong the pocket, this is not ideal to engrave with the drill, but just to show you how strong the pocket is, they've actually engraved with the drill, just to show you how it works. And down here you can see how they're drilling into other holes. Normally that wouldn't be possible, but yeah. Just to show you a nice video of the drill in action. We're going to I'll show you guys the drill in the tech center, where we'll be doing some different operations just to show you how strong the pocket is. Cross holes, drilling through cross holes. The same cutting data. Incline exits, your curved exits. So this drill is ideally for your difficult operations that you might have. So for now it's in increments of 0.5. Soon it will be like the SumoCam range from a 4 increments of 0.1. Whereby this is now in increments of 0.5. But soon the range will be expanded. The next new drill I'm going to show you guys is the multi-master drill from a 4 millimeter up to a 10. It's very small. We had the 4 millimeter in the tech center. Alex actually said to me, I'm going to drop this insert because it's so small, but yeah, so cost efficient and obviously staying with the quick change geometry. Just to show you the multi-master.
Versatility, durability, and precision are features associated with ISCAR's unique multi-master line. ISCAR's multi-master line is world-renowned for its diverse functions and productivity results, which set true milestones for the metalworking industries. Milling, slotting, threading, chamfering, and drilling are all synonymous with the Multimaster product line. ISCAR is now excited to introduce another new addition to the Multimaster line, which features Sumo Cam bodies with a threaded Sumo Cam connection. The new bodies feature a durable and precise multi-master connection, which assures ultimate performance for achieving accurate cylindricity and hole surface quality in drilling. The new bodies are designed with internal coolant channels by use of advanced 3D printing technology. The new Multimaster edition offers a wide range of new machining methods, such as short overhangs on multi-spindle and Swiss-type machines with collet chucks, and a long overhang by utilizing the system's tungsten carbide shanks combined with HCP, QCP drilling heads. Merging the diverse range of Multimaster shanks with a wide range of drilling head geometries sets a new era in drilling on lathes and Swiss-type machines. The new connection assures easy machining, repetitiveness, uniformity, and even more importantly, the reduction of preparation and processing time associated with maintenance procedures. The combination of ISCAR's Multimaster and Sumo Cam tool lines guarantee increased productivity, lesser use of tools, and unlimited possibilities to achieve your goals for machining intelligently.
Okay guys, yeah, so these drills can be mounted in your current holders, any of the current holders you currently have on your machine shop. Maybe you have a long overhang, you just need to drill a shallow hole, get past something, or this is ideal for those operations, short, 2 times diameter, stubby bodies. And staying with the no setup time. Michael said it, so these small bodies are 3D printed just to get the coolant right at the cutting edge. This is how they get it right in there. Just to hear how smooth the penetration is. So yeah guys, from a 4 to 10 millimeter, these drills are available and into 2.5 times diameter. We currently also have a promo running on these, whereby if you purchase any assortment heads, as you might know, ISCAR has got a head for every type of material or every operation. From your steels to your cast iron to your self-centering heads, you can swap and change as long as it fits on the body. You get additional 20% on the heads and additional 50% on the body. So you can swap and change as you might need to. Staying with the Multimaster concept, this is our new 3-flute Multimaster head. Ideally for your short, again, your short, long overhead operations. Fit on any of your current bodies that you might have in your workshop. From a 8 to a 16 millimeter in 1 millimeter increments. This is available. Just a short video to show you guys how fast this 3-flute drills. Yeah, a very nice product. I'm sure you guys will have the operation in your workshop. Staying with the 3-flute, our universal Logic 3 cam, ISCAR has decided to expand the range, but I'm going to start off with our 3-flute H3P and the F3P. these videos aren't fast forwarded, that's how fast the drills. 0.6 feed rate. For steel and cast iron, these heads are for those materials. So ISCAR has developed some bodies from a 12 to 25.9, 1.5, 3 times, 5 times diameter. They introduced the 8 times D, and this year they introduced the 10 times diameter bodies on these on the 3 flute. Staying with the 3 flute, ISCAR has, where innovation never stops, they brought out this new boring head. This head is ideally for, maybe you send your job out for heat treatment, comes back, the hole's a little bit small, you can put this head in and it will open up that hole for you. So this head is also for all materials. Just to take you through. As you might see, that was the H3P and the F3P, and now introducing the F3B for boring, counter boring operations. Israel has tested this head on different types of materials, from your steel up to your Inconels, titanium, aluminium, stainless steels. I've actually brought down a customer's machining time from an hour to 20 minutes, taking out boring heads on his machine, whereby this will give you a tolerance of 20 microns, and the job he did, this ideally on a stainless steel, he saved a lot of money in time, getting the job out faster. So we're also running a promo on this, on the 3 flute, so you can purchase any assortment of 6 heads, and you get the corresponding body up to 8 times D free of charge. And you can swap and change as long as it fits onto the body. A nice video showing our 3 flute boring head. So this is a diameter 16 boring head. Let's look at that 0.45 feed rate. And then they opened up a hole from 15 to 10 millimeter hole previously drilled, opening up that hole. This operation, you'll see that actually the hole is off center. 2 millimeters, 1 millimeter to one side. Thank you.
Welcome everybody. Thank you for taking the time to visit our facilities. I am Andrew Araja, the product manager for rotating tools. My product lines are milling indexable inserts, solid carbide, multi-master tooling systems, and thread milling. Okay, we're going to have a look at our new logic, our quick D mill, our mill 4 feet. Then we're going to look at the solid M thread, the multi-master double-sided shank. You'll see there on the right-hand side, the multi-master, we've got 40,000 different combinations on the multi-master system. The first product will be the quick D mill. Okay, the quick D mill is available diameter 16 up to 25 millimeter in the standard shank and in the multi-master connection. Multi-master under the no setup time. All of our multi-master systems, you take the head off, you put the new head on, and you start machining. You don't need to take the tool out to the presetting area, take the head off, put the new one on, and you carry on machining. Big advantage. The features in insert pocket is a robust and durable design. Dovetail clamping for secure the insert into the pocket, dovetail. Insert's got 4 cutting edges, center insert and peripheral insert, 2 cutting edges on the center insert and 2 cutting edges on the outside insert. Also available in the printed head, where the coolant channels will go right up to the cutting edge. Multi-master unique connection with high pressure coolant flow to help you with the chip evacuation. Positive rake face, chip former, and T-land onto the insert for ISO P and K materials. Available size 7, 9, and the 12 millimeter insert. There you'll see the different applications. On the right hand side, you'll see all the different applications. All the milling applications can be done with one tool. Facing, drilling, plunging, shouldering, all the different applications. On the left hand side, you can see the drilling application. We recommend a PEG cycle when you do deeper than 5 millimeter drilling with it. That's for the chip evacuation. You'll also see this in the tech center. We demoing it. Quick D mill, you see the insert position. It's got a smiley face on the side of the insert. That's for your milling. You change the insert to the center one. With the other 2 cutting edges becomes the drilling insert. So 4 cutting edges, 2 for milling and 2 for drilling. There you guys will see the printed head with the coolant channels right up to the cutting edge. Also, this product is on promotion. You buy 10 inserts per pocket, cut the body free of charge. The next product is our mill 4 feet. A lot of you guys are using the bigger one. This is a smaller insert. It's a high feet profile. You'll see the application on it. Very high feet, small depth of cut. Also available in multi-master, no setup time. The long overhang. Okay guys, available also at 16, 20 and 25 millimeters cylindrical shank, flex fit system, and the multi-master system. Features the insert is the FFQ 406. A lot of you guys are using the 09 and the 12 millimeters, so this is the one for the smaller diameters. The smaller insert, more inserts into the cutter body. Increased productivity because you've got more inserts into the cutter body, higher feed rate. Mounted onto different cutters, you can see there on the top, standard cylindrical, flex fit and multi-master. Insert with 4 positive cutting edges. Economical cost per edge, 4 edges. There you'll see for different materials, you get the different inserts for your P, your hardened material, and for your exotics. Coolant holes directly at the cutting edge. Increase tool life and chip evacuation. That will increase your tool life and chip evacuation with the coolant right up to the cutting edge. Multi-master. Deep cavities for long overhangs. You can use the multi-master shanks. Also on promotion, you buy 10 inches per pocket, you get the cutter body free of charge. The next product line is our solid M thread. Okay, you guys can see here on the left side, there's all our standard thread milling product lines. We've got 19 standard product lines on the thread milling. There's a new M-Tech M. You'll also see it in the tech center. We'll demo it. Diameter range 3.1 up to 13.1 millimeter. Unequally distribution of the teeth, so it will reduce the cutting edge temperature. So the temperature at the cutting edge will be reduced. Multiple threads can be machined simultaneously. It will improve your cycle time. It's got through coolant on it. For the chip evacuation, helps with the chip evacuation, the through coolant. IC 908 recommended for the ISO group materials. There you can see on the right hand side for the P, M, K, N, S and the hardened materials for with the same thread mill. Up to 48 HRC we can thread mill. There you'll see the demonstration. On the left hand side is the old thread mill. On the right hand side is the new thread mill. You'll see the cycle time. On the left side you can see the different materials that can be machined. 9 seconds compared to 41 seconds on your stainless steel. Okay guys, and this is one of the biggest product lines in the milling portfolio, is our multi-master system. I'm sure everybody's got a multi-master shank in the shop. Hey, everybody. Okay guys, ISCAR has got 25 years experience on this product line. There's 40,000 different combinations on the multi-master product line. 40,000 different combinations. There you'll see the new shank with a double-sided, threaded on both sides. There you can see mounting it on the one side, turn around, you can mount it onto the other side. Guys, and just last year we've launched 18 new product lines into the multi-master range. It's the biggest range available. There you can see no setup time. With the standard tool, take it out of the machine, take it to the setting area, put it back, reset it, multi-master, no setup time. Guys, and it's also available not just onto solid carbide. You can mount any high feed, profiling, slotting, chamfering, and 90 degrees onto the multi-master system. It's not just for solid carbide. There you can see the different extensions. You can get an extension onto the multi-master, you can get the reducer, and you can get the adapter converting it from flex fit to multi-master. There's the different shank configurations, straight shank, conical shanks, taper shanks, all the different shank configurations. You can get it into a collet holder, into a normal holder onto the machine. Thank you, guys.
That concludes the segment in our presentation. Before we have a body break and have a tech center, for us to be successful in anything we do in the tech, we need support and we need to ensure we have the right support to perform
Discovering what's new at ISCAR. Discovering is embedded in ISCAR's DNA. Discovering the new things happening in ISCAR. Discovering a new, refreshed, and revitalized company to face the new era of manufacturing. Discovering a mindset with people who are more attentive, more responsive, and more inspirational. Discovering product innovation and design that reach new extremes. Discovering connections through a trend-setting logistics center. Discovering a wider world like no other service anyplace. Join ISCAR in the constant journey of discovering what's new. Discovering what's new at ISCAR. Discovering is embedded in ISCAR's DNA. Discovering the new things happening in ISCAR. Discovering a new, refreshed, and revitalized company to face the new era of manufacturing. Discovering a mindset with people who are more attentive, more responsive, and more inspirational. Discovering product innovation and design that reach new extremes. Discovering connections through a trend-setting logistics center. Discovering a wider world like no other service anyplace. Join ISCAR in the constant journey of discovering what's new. Discovering what's new at ISCAR. Discovering is embedded in ISCAR's DNA. Discovering the new things happening in ISCAR. Discovering a new, refreshed, and revitalized company to face the new era of manufacturing. Discovering a mindset with people who are more attentive, more responsive, and more inspirational. Discovering product innovation and design that reach new extremes. Discovering connections through a trend-setting logistics center. Discovering a wider world like no other service anyplace. Join ISCAR in the constant journey of discovering what's new. Discovering what's new at ISCAR. Discovering is embedded in ISCAR's DNA. Discovering the new things happening in ISCAR. Discovering a new, refreshed, and revitalized company to face the new era of manufacturing. Discovering a mindset with people who are more attentive, more responsive, and more inspirational. Discovering product innovation and design that reach new extremes. Discovering connections through a trend-setting logistics center. Discovering a wider world like no other service anyplace. Join ISCAR in the constant journey of discovering what's new. Discovering what's new at ISCAR. Discovering is embedded in ISCAR's DNA. Discovering the new things happening in ISCAR. Discovering a new, refreshed, and revitalized company to face the new era of manufacturing. Discovering a mindset with people who are more attentive, more responsive, and more inspirational. Discovering product innovation and design that reach new extremes. Discovering connections through a trend-setting logistics center. Discovering a wider world like no other service anyplace. Join ISCAR in the constant journey of discovering what's new. Discovering what's new at ISCAR. Discovering is embedded in ISCAR's DNA. Discovering the new things happening in ISCAR. Discovering a new, refreshed, and revitalized company to face the new era of manufacturing. Discovering a mindset with people who are more attentive, more responsive, and more inspirational. Discovering product innovation and design that reach new extremes. Discovering connections through a trend-setting logistics center. Discovering a wider world like no other service anyplace. Join ISCAR in the constant journey of discovering what's new.
Testing, testing. Hallo? Is hy bietjie sag? Kan jy my hoor? Nader in die mond trekken, hè. Ag, jy maar vir my hier so, wat ek maar. En dit gaan ek so staan. Ek so staan, die camera wil nie. Jy kan daai kant ook staan as jy wil. Ja.
Op 18-inch jack.
Okay. Alex, ga jy eers praat? Alex, jy gaan eers praat, hè? Okay.
Morning, everybody. Welcome to
we will do some live machining demonstrations. So we've got a Takisawa lathe with an 8-inch chuck that has 15 kilowatts on the spindle power. And then we're going to move over to the Bridgeport mill, which is a BBT 40 spindle, and it has 18 kilowatt power and 20 bar through coolant pressure. Okay, so I'm Alex. I'm the Productivity and Tech Center Manager for ISCAR South Africa, and I'm responsible for the Tech Center, and I do process and productivity improvements at customers. So if you've got any requirements where you want to look at a process to do it to machine faster, you can speak to your ISCAR representative, and then we can come out and have a look at the application. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to run, as the program progresses, the relative product manager will run through the tool as it is progressing. Okay. Sorry.
Okay, let's see that. Get Alex to the machine. Okay. Right, guys, what we're going to do first is we're going to run the new Q6 insert. So the material we're going to machine is EN19, VC under the 60 meters per minute. So we're just going to do a facing cycle, 0.25, and around about a millimeter depth of cut, 2 mil depth of cut. Guys, as you can see there, a very good chip control on that facing cycle. Forward turning, 0.35 feet rate. Excellent chip control. What we're going to do now is we're just going to utilize the high feet turning of the insert, which is backwards turning. So there we're going to do a 1 mil depth of cut, 1 mil feed rate. So there's going to be a couple of passes. Guys, remember this is a machine with an 8-inch chuck, 15 kilowatt motor, and it handles this application quite well. So you'll see your lead-in feed rate is a little bit slower, so you don't just plunge into the materials, you feed into the material, and then you ramp it up into a straight cut. Even at lower feed rate, that's a feed rate of 0.6, it sounds obviously a little bit better. All right. The next tool is going to be the D6 NMG. It's a 160408 with the M3P, which is a medium chip breaker, IC8150. Also, we're going to run a BC of 160, 0.25 feed rate on the OD. This is just like a medium cut. Now we're going to do a final cut. We left like 0.5 millimeter aside, so it's a millimeter in diameter. Guys, look there, good chip control. And a very good surface finish. Depends on your surface quality, your quality of your surface finish. Obviously, you need to reduce the feed rate to get a little bit better surface. Right, what we're going to do now is we're going to run our 3-flute cam drill, the D3N, 5 times D. We're going to use coolant over here. Guys, the 0.35 feet rate, depth 60 millimeters.
Sorry guys, I just want to wipe the window a bit.
Just going to clean the window there. Guys, the next tool, if you're on the same booklet that I am on page 11, we're going to run the small little boring bar, 8mm boring bar, VC 140.2 feed rate, 1 millimeter per side depth of cut. Guys, look at the chip control, how the chip just flows out of the hole. Very strong insert.
And obviously we're machining without coolant.
Yeah, we're machining out coolant just for demonstration purposes.
Yeah, and as you know, for certain applications it can be difficult, especially grooving and drilling.
Next tool is going to be the quick painter. We're just going to do an external groove, VC of 100 meters, 0.04, and we're going to do a peg drilling cycle. The peg drill is just obviously just to get a better chip control because we don't have coolant. Now we're going to do drill side cut. Guys, look at that, 0.25 feed rate. Just to show the strength of the insert.
Okay guys, so what we've done now, the next tool will be an internal grooving tool. We've prepped another piece of material that has a be able to check there.
Okay, so what we've done is we've created a window there so we can see a little bit better in the internal grooving. Alex, just start the spindle first and we see how the actual resolution look like. It's getting mooi sien daar nie. Okay, but carry on. So we're going 2 mils, 0.04 depth of cut. We're also going to do a small chamfer in each just to break the cutting edge. As you can hear, it's a nice ease cut. Now we're going to do a side cut there as well. A bit of side turning. And this is all the tools that we actually I showed you guys in the auditorium, okay? They will now move over to the milling.
Guys, just 2 minutes for our cameraman to move the camera over to the milling machine. You're more than welcome to come and have a look at the part. Just be careful, the one that came out of the machine is a bit hot. Sorry, julle.
Okay guys, are you guys ready for the milling demonstration?
Ons moet net wag vir Diwan. Ja, hy sal hom daar wys.
Okay guys, we're going to go to page 18.
Kyk dat jy die beeld reg kry. Ek het hom net geskuif soontoe dat hy die kamera kan fokus. Is hy reg, Larry? Ja? Hy moet net bietjie, hy moet net fokus. Is hy?
Okay guys,
Okay.
the first tool is going to be the quick demo, 25mm diameter, material E19, VC 150, we plunge at 0.06 per ref, and we're going to mill at 0.15 per tooth. You can see the milling application. Look at the chip evacuation. Guys, the next one will be on page 20. It's our mill 4 feet, the one with a small 06 insert. VC 180 meters, FZ 0.73, AP 0.35. Also on the multi-master system. The next one will be the concave on the multi-master, producing a radius. VC 120, FZ 0.1, AP 3mm. The next one will be the thread milling on the multi-master system. VC 145, FZ 0.04, 2 passes.
sorting?
The next one will be our multi-master solid carbide, a 12 millimeter, VC 160 AP 12 millimeter. Very strong system onto the multi-master.
I'm going to carry on with some fireworks.
Now we're going to go do a ramping application for you. Look at the chip evacuation.
Also 12 millimeter deep. Fireworks. And that's to show how strong the multi-master connection is.
The next one will be Nico's drill, the 4.5 millimeter. Also on the multi-master connection, BC 65.06 per ref. The next one will be the 3 flute, VC of 80.35 per rep. The next one will be the solid M thread, VC 120 FZ04. We're taking 2 passes with a 2 millimeter pitch. Then we're taking a spring cut. Okay, Nico will carry on with the drilling presentation.
Okay guys, so now first off is the 3 flute normal H3P head. Obviously this isn't recommended drilling dry, but we want to show you guys how fast this drill is. 0.35 feed rate in the EN19. We're going to open up that hole with our F3B boring head using a quick bore operation. So it's going to stop at the bottom and come up. But yeah, please guys, drilling dry isn't recommended, but we want to show you guys how. Afterwards we'll drill a hole with coolant just to show you how fast these drills are. Our next drill is our DLN, our new one with the screw locking mechanism. Drilling normally, and then we'll drill into those holes.
Interrupted drilling.
Interrupted drilling. Same speeds and feeds. We're not slowing down. Okay, and then now just to show you how tough the pocket is, Alex.
Yeah, it's the same. It's the same DLN drill. It's just a smaller diameter and a little bit shorter.
Will be engraving with the head.
Engraving. Ons gaan hom nou engrave. Wag.
Alex just needs to drop the drill. Please, this isn't recommended, but we need to show you guys how strong the pocket is. We actually do have nice multi-master tools if you want to engrave, not the drills.
I'm going to up the feed 50%.
Ja, hardklop op.
Max. Ons ons op.
Okay, now just to show you guys how fast these F3P drills drill, Alex is gonna drill with coolant, the same 15 diameter.
And we're using FlexiLube's NanoCool technology. They are here today if you've got any coolant related queries.
Yeah, but the 20 bar pressure, as you can see, it just eats the material. Now we're going to come in with the boring head, and then you can see how nice the finish is in that hole with coolant. And the boring operation is done. Quick,
The feed
fast.
feed rate of 0.54, I think.
Guys, please feel free to come and look at the demo. Please don't cut yourself with the shavings and the sharp corners. And then Gavin will be taking over. Thank you.
Okay, guys, that concludes the demonstration side of it as well. If you would like, have a look at the demo piece in the lathe. And then once Alex has finished here, please have a look at the surface finish, look at the cleanliness of the thread quality. And then when you guys have finished, make your way through to the canteen and grab some snacks and a cold drink and have a seat and then enjoy the rest of the afternoon. Thank you so much.